She thought I was just the quiet nephew. She thought she could take my mother's last wishes and bury them. But she didn't know I was listening, watching, and planning. My name's Brandon Ellis, and this story happened in a quiet suburb just outside of Calgary, Alberta. My mom, Lillian, was the kind of woman who didn't raise her voice. She raised you with it. Gentle, but firm. She raised me alone. My dad left when I was 6, and she never remarried. Said she had one true love in life, and that was enough. We weren't rich. We had a modest house, an old Ford Escape that rattled every winter, and more books than furniture. But we were close. Real close. My aunt, her sister Valerie, was the opposite. Loud, flashy, always bragging about her daughter getting into private school or her husband's new promotion. But when Mom got diagnosed with ALS, guess who suddenly started visiting more often? Aunt Valerie showed up with grocery bags, but always made sure I knew how much she'd spent. She needs real help, Brandon, she said once. Not just a son who works part-time and watches Netflix all day. That stung. I had left college to take care of Mom. I cooked, cleaned, bathed her. Valerie came once a week, took selfies with her, and left with food. Then came the night I heard them talking. It was late. I was pretending to sleep in the room next door when Valerie whispered, "You need to think about the house, Lillian. Brandon's young. He'll be fine. You need someone who'll use it properly when you're gone." Mom didn't answer. 3 months later, Mom passed. It broke me. But what shattered me was what came after. I went to the courthouse to check the probate filing. My heart was pounding, expecting a final message from her, something saying I'd inherit the house, the car, anything. Instead, I got a copy of a will I'd never seen before. It left everything, the house, the savings, the land behind it, to Valerie. Not a single mention of me. I was numb and furious. That night, I tore the house apart. I remembered Mom had a habit of hiding personal letters in her books. She called it her quiet mail. In the spine of a thick Margaret Atwood novel, I found it. A handwritten will, dated just 11 months before her death. It said, "I, Lillian Ellis, leave everything I own to my only child, Brandon Ellis. Valerie is not to receive a cent. No lawyer, no signature, notarized, no." In court, that meant nothing. But in my plan, it meant everything. I couldn't fight legally. I didn't have the money, so I fought smart. Valerie had a perfect public image. PTA board member, community newsletter volunteer, Facebook philanthropist. I started with her daughter, my cousin, Emily. She and I hadn't talked in years, but I knew she hated being controlled by her mom. So I messaged her, "Want to know what your mom did to mine before she died?" We met for coffee. I showed her the letter, the will, the handwriting, and the voice memo I found of Mom sobbing, saying she felt trapped by Valerie. Emily broke down. Then she got angry. What followed was a quiet, calculated unraveling of Valerie's life. Emily leaked the story, anonymously, to a local news blogger who loved family drama. Valerie's image, gone. Then Emily quit private school, refused to speak at Valerie's charity gala, and posted a quote on Instagram that said, "You can't steal a home and expect to keep a family." It went viral. Neighbors started whispering. The community board voted her off for PR reasons. Her husband found out she'd secretly taken $8,000 from their joint account to pay the shady lawyer who forged the second will. He left her. By the end of the year, she was living in that same house, alone, bitter, and paranoid that everyone was judging her. And me, I walked past it every Sunday, smiling. Not because I got the house, I didn't, but because I took something far more valuable. Her mask, the one she wore for the world, and I made sure she never got to wear it again. If that kind of revenge hit you in the heart, drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe. You won't believe what's coming next.